Are we filming?
Yep.
Okay. Should I move? Where should I get? It's okay?
Well, you were good.
Where should I get on?
Back it up, mister. Back it
Down?
up a little bit.
This way? Which way? Don't laugh at me. What are you laughing at? Have you ever gone to the gym and you see these like macho guys just grab like the heaviest weights they can find and they're like it's like, what are you working out with that? Like, which muscle are you targeting when you're doing this like whole full body dry heave? Right? Like, damn, you okay? You having some problem breathing? Are you gonna throw up? Speaking of throwing up, who invented mayonnaise? Like, what the fuck is that? You open it up, it's like, oh good, now we have synthetic lard. Like, I mean, I imagine, when a fat person gets cut open, is that what you see? Just like, just like nasty like lard. It's funny how people are just so fixated on fat. They just, you know, one guy one day was like, if I put a lemon in an egg and vegetable oil, it will turn into this nasty, fatty goodness. Like, how did mayonnaise even get invented? Like, if you look at the ingredients, you would never think they would go together. It's oil and an egg and lemon juice and some other weird stuff, like whipped until they become a lardy weirdness. Like, it's almost like the person was trying to replicate cum or something when they did that, right? I mean, what else could they have been trying to do? I always wonder that. Like, what was the person trying to do when they invented this? Were they trying to invent a new form of motor oil? You know? A lot of women complain about men and they're focusing on sex. Like, oh, they just want sex. Men just want sex. Right? And they're always complaining about that. Oh, he just wants you for sex. He's just, all men just want one thing. Right? And I'm always like, what the fuck is that all about? Do you realize this is the reason there are 7 billion people in the world? What are you complaining about? We are the dominant species on the planet because of this. You're welcome. I was thinking they should be thanking us for this. Like, oh my god, you focus on sex so much. Why don't I give you a blowjob? Right? Isn't that what girls should be doing instead of complaining? Oh, he just wants sex. He just wants to further the population. That dick. Right? Is that what you women want? You just want the population to die? If men didn't focus on sex so much, then we could all just die off peacefully. You're welcome for furthering the fucking species. Okay, women? Now, a lot of women, they're always complaining about guys not being into commitment, right? They just want sex, not commitment, right? Because men are programmed to be polygamous, right? So we want to spread our seed, whereas women want to nest and raise their child that they've gotten from the one man, right? So women are programmed to monogamy, men are programmed to polygamy. But, you know, men, it's not necessarily that they don't want to stick with one girl and keep having sex with her, because of course you get more sex that way, which is all great. It's just that it's hard for us to be with one girl because then she gets exposed to all of our nasty habits and she realizes what a nasty human being we are. Oh, so, you know, so nasty. Like, the girls are going to move in with us. Then they realize, oh my god, he's so nasty. Do you know what he does in the bedroom? Ugh, all this nasty stuff. Not just sex happens in the bed. It's always like the snoring and the sleeping, just eating of nasty food, getting crumbs everywhere, right? All this private habits, you know, masturbating. But also, I think the worst thing that prevents me from relationships, at least, is farting. Because men, see, women, you don't understand how they're men, we fart. And it is not pleasant. It's not a pleasant thing. It's like, you know, when I go on a date, I don't want to be farting around my date. I have to hold in my farts. How long can a man possibly hold in his farts for? It's not that we're scared of commitment, ladies. It's that we can only go so long holding in our farts. That's just all it is. Women are always, oh, he's just afraid of commitment. No, we're afraid of what will happen if we stop farting. All that gas could make us explode or something. That's what we think, you know. We're on a date and we're like having a great time first. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know, can't let it out in front of her. You know, and then it comes to a point you can't go to the bathroom in a public place. Like if you're going on dates, you know, nice dates, restaurants. What are you gonna do? Go and fart in front of like 6 other men in the bathroom? I mean, some of us, like me, are bold enough to do that. All right. I can do that. I could fart in a bathroom. That's okay. You know, I figure, you know, that's what bathrooms are for, letting all that stuff out. But some men are afraid to fart in bathrooms, and they're just like, I gotta go home. It's not you, it's me. So, you know, when a man and a woman are trying to progress past the first few dates, they're seeing each other more and more, they're starting to go over to each other's houses. That's when the woman really gets exposed to all the man's nastiness. You know, a man... he's got to clean his bathroom to have the woman over. That's hard for a man. It's hard for a man to clean his bathroom. You know how much shit has smeared the inside of a toilet bowl? We got to just make sure all the little shit stains are off. And, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. It's just the shit stains in the toilet. But, you know, it's like, you know, then a man has to be shitting around the woman. You know, what if a man has to shit? And he goes into the bathroom. You know, like for me, if I have a girl over my apartment, there has to be like all this buffer surrounding the bathroom. I have to put on some incense, put on some music so she won't hear me farting, being like, oh God, bleh, you know? How do I hide all of my shit from her? You know? It's hard. It's hard to do. If you're a big man like me, you know, you like to eat a lot of food. Especially if you go out to dinner with a girl, you come home, you're like, bleh. God. And, you know, girl's like, can I come up? Oh my God. I want sex, but I also have to poop. Like, how do you make pooping and sex cooperate in a relationship? That's what's really hard. Us men have to figure this out. We have to figure out, especially if your bathroom is like right by your bedroom, like a lot of houses are designed with the bathroom by the bedroom. How do you integrate pooping? Girls spending a night, sometimes you can get up in the middle of the night, gotta go poop. You gotta go poop, right? And the girls all like, come back to bed. No, I can't. Oh, God damn. Right? So, you know, if you're drinking on these dates, you might get a tummy ache. You go to the bathroom and it stinks too. You know, you gotta do all this stuff. Spray oh my God, I gotta do this in my own house, right? A man doesn't want to have to spray perfumey scents in his own house because of the fact that he pooped. We feel like you should be able to poop. You should be able to poop in your own home and not have to hide the fact that you poop as a man, right? But we don't want women to know that we poop. I've had a couple girls tell me that girls don't poop. Girls don't want to admit that they poop. They don't want to admit that they do anything nasty. However, girls are actually the nastier ones. But they can hold out longer on revealing their nastiness than us men can, right? Because us men are just slobs. So I think that when science solves the problem of like indigestion and gas, that is when peace and harmony will be had within relationships. Until then, men just have all this extra pressure all built up inside from holding in their farts. And it affects our relationships. So the women go, like, oh my God, my boyfriend doesn't want to get married and move in with each other because he has commitment issues. It's not commitment issues. It's just indigestion. That's all it is. That's all it is. And most men haven't heard of gas X. I've heard of it. I just don't like having to buy it over and over again. Like condoms. They're just an extra thing you have to buy. Like, you know, it's awkward going through the checkout with these things. And that's what happens when you have kids. That's why most men don't want to have kids. Because it's so awkward going through, oh yeah, this is like diapers that I need. I have a child, not for me. You know, it's just all these awkward stuff you have to get in the checkout line at your grocery store. When you're in a committed relationship, suddenly you end up picking up tampons for the girl, right? Maxi pads or tampons. You end up getting all these weird female products, and you're like going through them, and you're like, "This is not for me. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm not weird. I don't use this stuff on myself and pretend that I'm a woman or an infant. I promise you, it's for my kid. I have baby pictures, right? It's just awkward for a man. Some men are overly macho. It's just like these guys you see at the gym.